Hello, 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 everybody. It is Matt, and it is Scary Saturday, and I am back at you with yet another review. Before I roll on to any of that, I want to wish each and every one of you a great morning, evening, dawn, day, or dusk, all that lovely stuff, because life really is too short as is. Do me a really huge favor and like, share, and subscribe. I love seeing your beautiful faces when you are here. I know I'm here an awful lot, but I have an awful lot on my plate to review. And finally, one last little tidbit of information. Check out the description box. I give you a bigger bite of every single movie of every single day. Such as today, I give you a brief synopsis, your starring cast, director, runtime of the cut I am watching, a link for a trailer, a link for where you can watch it for free, and if you decide you can help support Matt's Movie Mania and toss me a couple of bucks. Now that I got all that said in mind and all that out of the way, let's roll on to the film of the day. And today's is a very interesting one. It just came out like last couple weeks ago, last month, something along those lines. It is none other than Warrensdale, Cult of the Dreamer. What an interesting title. What an interesting movie. It is directed by our good friend Christopher J. Lara. He is returning for the third installment in the Warrensdale series. It is picks up right where part 2 leaves off, essentially. But you can watch this one without watching the other two, because this one just has such a good side story that it holds up on its own. I do recommend watching all three, though, so you get the ultimate vibe of the trilogy. All three of them are great, but they get better as they go along. This third installment is a home run out of the park, in my opinion, and I am not just saying that because I have a part in it. I am saying that because it is an overall great film. I think Chris did a fantastic job with this one. It runs at about 40 minutes, so it's not a long one. It's a short one. It's got a cast of people that I don't know other than Chris and Anthony Serrano, and then I forget who the third guy was. The third one out of the three guys that disappear in the first movie, they bring them up yet again in this one. It's quite interesting how they do that and tie it all together. Now, what exactly is Warrensdale Cult of the Dreamer about? Well, like I said, it picks up kind of where number 2 left off. It starts out with a guy from the original crew talking about how they made the second one, and he lost his job, and he was forced to basically drop all projects and move along, basically. And then it moves on to the penalty of death president, giving a small introductory speech about the Warrensdale trilogy. It's very interesting how they do that, and then they move into the actual movie itself. It's all set up like documentary, like a crime channel type show. It's very, very, very cool in that aspect. I like that. I'm gonna lower this just a pinch. There we go. But anyways, it moves on to doing different vlogs from various people from Warrensdale itself. The people there at Warrensdale are now following Azathoth, who is the Dreamer, the Cult of the Dreamer. They have eliminated the Grinning Man because he essentially killed one of Azathoth's wards and wanted to exact revenge. At one point, you see the grinning man has been taken care of, which part two is about grinning man, just to let you know. And then we also have these two detectives who are trying to essentially solve this case. They are back in Warrensdale. They are meeting up with a local detective who basically when you meet him, he's telling them, like, hey, this is what's going down. He gives them the 411, gives them the skinny on everything. It's very, very good on that aspect. As far as the little vlogs, vignettes that they got going on, there is 5 of them, 6 including the one in the credits. I highly recommend you watch through the credits so you can get that 6th one, because it adds an extra oomph to the story. Is this going to be the final chapter of the Warrensdale franchise? I sure hope not, because the way they left this one open, it really has a way of you can tell a third story out of this. I loved all the vignettes. They're very, very good. Oh shoot, I forget who his name is. The fella that plays the deputy is probably the best out of all of them. He even crushed me out of, he knocked me out of the water with my little performance. But everybody has a great performance. It holds up very well. Now, as far as the 3 things that I love my movies to meet, first is the audio. The audio is very good in this. There's not a moment where I misunderstand a character, can't hear what a character is saying, or any of that. So it's going to get an A+ on that end. Now on to the dialogue. I feel the dialogue is really good in this. Like when I read the script, I read it a couple times, just not just for my part, but for everybody else's as well. It is written very, very well, and I really enjoy the way everybody interacts with each other, because it is very believable in my opinion. So I'm going to give it another A+ on that end. And now the third thing is editing. The editing is very fine as well. It's got a nice steady forward momentum, never loses its pacing. Like I said, it leaves that back door wide open to where you can make a 4th one in this franchise. I really hope Chris does, and then goes even more into the H.P. Lovecraft influence that he has in this, because it is a huge influence on this film. So I hope he expands on that even more, because I am a huge fan of the H.P. Lovecraft world that he created. It's just absolutely stunning. Anything Cthulhu, I am all down for. I am all for. But anyways, back to that editing. It is got, like I said, a nice steady momentum. It's got a good runtime. It could have been a little longer. I wouldn't complain. But I don't think I would cut it any shorter, because I feel like they get a lot of information in on that short amount of time, and they do a good job of piling it on, but without making it seem like a huge undertaking. It's done very, very well. I've watched this movie 3 or 4 times now, and every time I notice something different. Every time I get happy and excited to watch it. It's just an all around a great little film. So definitely run on out, check out Warrensdale, Cult of the Dreamer. It's absolutely a great little film. You can watch it any time of the year, in my opinion. I think it's got more of a spring, summery, early summer vibe going on. But it's very cool. I really dig it. So I'm going to give it an A plus on the editing. On to the final score of 1 through 5. It's not quite 5 material. I'm going to give this thing a 4.5 out of 5. It is a home run, like I said earlier. I hope you guys check it out. I'm not going to give away anything else about the movie itself. I want you guys to see things for what they are. Go in with an open mind and just enjoy, unplug the brain and enjoy the ride. It's well worth the 40 minutes, in my opinion. And you get to look at my ugly mug for about a minute in it. It's pretty cool. I'm segment number 5, which is awesome. Yes. But anyways, all right, guys. I love your faces. Can't wait to see you on. I'll be either tomorrow or Monday. I'm not 100%. I got a lot of stuff still on my plate to review for the month, and I just signed up something special that I'm going to be doing next, which I am very excited for. But anyways, love your faces. Can't wait to see you on either tomorrow or Monday. But as always, have a fantastic day and peace.